Hello everyone, Cruelty here with yet another VideoCast. This time it's gonna be on Ambush Pass. Again, it's a 1v1 between two very good players. We have, as you can see, Pebble playing as Aeon to the north, and we have, I can't pronounce this, Svetovoy Dim or something, playing as the Aeon as well in the south position. Right, so we have an Aeon versus Aeon mirror, as we'd like to call that. Both players, of course, start out with their factories and their generators. As you can see me holding down the shift key, Pebble is going for a big base before he moves out his commander. And Svoit Dim, or something, whatever, I'm just calling him Dim, is gonna do the same, building a large base before moving out. You can see on this map you have a lot of rocks, these things. You can reclaim these for a lot of mass, which is just absolutely necessary. Here you can see as the reclaiming starts, he's going to quickly reclaim all the rocks before then moving out. You can see Pebble doing the same here, going for that big rock and some patches of trees. Now the difference is trees usually, if you reclaim trees, you get energy. If you reclaim mass, like rocks, you get mass, of course. Right, so we have an early flare coming out, trying to pick off some lone engineers, trying to get those maxes there on the outside. Trying to kill the engineer. And here's the engineer coming. No, it's going to assist. He might not find nothing there. It might be a waste to have that early flare out in this game, and you should have gone for that engineer earlier. Right, so we have Pebble's base here to the north, growing nice, reclaiming stuff, and while there's nothing happening, I'm gonna quickly turn the game down up a notch. Right, so building's going down. Flare is gonna find his Aurora here. And it seems like a bit of a lag on my side. Don't know why. Right, scout now. Assisting the Aurora is what you should do. Just like I told in the other video cast. It will stay back and it will provide radar coverage for the Aurora, so the Aurora can fire at maximum range, because his line of sight is smaller than his maximum range that he can fire at. Dim now moving his commander forward, just going in, he's gonna grab these 4 maxes with his commander. Now we see Pebble here building a PD to protect his mass extracted there. And it seems like Dim is going for his commander there, and Pebble will send his command to the other side. So we'll probably see Dim take over this whole area, and Pebble taking over this whole area, unless Dim decide to really grab a hold on this region. Quickly building that radar to see if there's a lot of coming out or not. Now we have Dim here raiding the north. He could, if microed correctly, kill that Aurora, which is already damaged, but now he's just killing it. Right, more radars going down. He's gonna have to build all of those mexes, and I think Pebble is going to make a push down the south side here. Now you can see the usefulness of the point defense. Quickly managed to kill that, but the Aurora did manage to kill that radar, which Pebble is now rebuilding. So he needs to rebuild that max that he lost, and he's good to go. As you can see up north, you have a lot of factories queued up. As you can see, those green items. And Dim doesn't have that much factories, but there's something to notice here. Dim has an air factory and is just starting to produce his first interceptors now, I think. He should use it as a scout to see what's going on. Pebble, however, does not have any air yet whatsoever. Pebble here is just deciding what to do here, I guess. Just standing still. Raiding this engineer over here. Now we have Dim under attack by this PD, but he has artillery just pounding away, and as you can see it going down. Artillery is very useful in taking down the small PDs. As you can see, it's very accurate as well. Not a bad unit. Bomber's out now, trying to soften up all those Auroras. Pebble here probably going for the ranged, which is common in Aeon mirrors, Aeon versus Aeon matches, because you always tend to keep your distance. There we go, you can see it, the range has been upgraded. Now, Svoidem is going to try and hold Pebble off here. If he goes in on his own, that's going to be a big mistake, but you can see the range and the radar coverage, which was over here. Yeah, that really helps him see it. And nice overcharge there, killing 3 Auroras or scouts with it. Very nice overcharge. And now we see up to the north, Dim moving into this base, trying to kill off some of those. Oh, and a power generator. If it does get destroyed, it does explode and damages things around. You can see it. This power generator blew up that Aurora. I was just pausing there. But back to the game. Pebble is just making a push back, defending his base. Dim just has to retreat his commander, and he is under heavy assault here by Pebble. Just that range cannon just killing a lot of Auroras and all other units that are around there. As you can see, he already has 13 kills. Just moving back, and as you can see, he's just firing with his commander, killing so many units. Awesome overcharges here. He already has 27 kills, 28, going into massive veterancy bonuses soon. Another 2 kills with that overcharge into the 31 kills. As we can see, Pebble has now retaken this and just has so many factories. He's going to be pumping that out. I wonder if he has enough. He seems to have enough mass, just because he's reclaiming so much. That's why so many factories are it's just possible on this map, because you can see all those trees, all the rocks that you started with the beginning. You should all reclaim them to get that extra advantage in your economy, in which you can support this absurd amount of factories to push your factory to limits. And here you see this massive army of Pebble going in. He's being very careful with it, not to overextend and fill. He's gonna take out that Max, and Dim now joining the fight, but he does not have the range upgrade, so he'll be in a disadvantage. If Pebble gets a hold of him in his range, it's gonna be painful. Pebble is just gonna go around, pick off lone Auroras that are coming in, and now we see Tech 2 Air. And finally we see air out by Pebble. He's trying to get those interceptors up and running. But we see Tech 2 air out and a Spectre coming out. This is a tier 2 gunship. It's gonna, well, he has some light AA, but